What's up, y'all? Another day at it. Just coming today to tell y'all a story. I'm gonna kind of mix it up from the way I've been telling my other stories. I'm gonna tell about one time when I had a time in the Oklahoma detention center. I was inside of at that time I was inside Cushing, and I was a hardhead. I was trying to earn a reputation, and I was doing the most. At that time, there was a gang war going on with a Native American gang, and we had just jumped it off. When it went from the thing about the prison when gang wars happen is it starts off at one unit, automatically to the next, and next. It's like it sets off. It's like a snowball effect, I guess you could say. And anyhow, that happened. We ended up going into the cage. It's called the tier program, the levels program. They start you on phase one, put you on phase one until you get to the next phase, phase one, phase level 1, 2, phase level 1, 3, phase level 1, 4, and so on until you get to level 4. And once you get to level 3, you're on like friendly time. You don't gotta wear your shackles and your hand gear to the rec yard no more. Outside in the crash gates. Well, I had already made it out of phase 1, level 1, phase 1, level 2. I was on phase 3-1. This is gonna be my first week going out into the rec yard without cuffs, without shackles. I had already pre-set up a setup with my homies because, like I said, we were at war with the native gang. But there was this dude. He was from he was from a black gang, you know. He would always talk trash, man. He would just always bark through them doors. And when you're at them doors, all you have is a little square window about the size of these phones. 2 of these phones, so the size up are stacked, and 2 of the phones side to side. It's a real small window. And when you're in I want to say 32 cell base program, your best bet isn't to just bark at people. Leave everybody alone. Do your time. Phase up, phase out, and get back to the yard and then handle your business there, where you have a chance to really fight somebody and handle up like a man. Anyhow, so this dude, he just kept barking at us. And talking about how how the razas are, wet. They call us. They have a bad name for us. You know what I mean? Wet backs. And over there, my bad. Over there, they call us essays, not essay, but essays. Hey, the essays this, the essays that. Anyhow, so I told one of my partners. I was like, hey, loco, I'm gonna say his name was Lefty. Hey, Lefty, check this out, bro. This vato, every time he comes out, he talks about the gente. He talks about our family, bro. And it's time that somebody does something about it. I said, and at this time I was the lead yard captain. I was the main guy for the yard for the raza. And I was like, check this out, homie. This is what we're gonna do, brother. And I told him, I was like, I broke down to him that whenever we went to rec, that we're gonna plan a few days, see how they took us out, see who they lined up in the rec. There's 1, 2, 3, about 4 rec cages for group for people above level 2, level 3, and 4, where you can get rec without shackles, but you're with your own people. And then there's a gate split, and then the next group. Well, because we were at war with the natives, they put these vatos in the cage right next to us. These black homies. So this vato comes out and sure enough, hey, whatever, hey, throwing up his gang stuff and talking to his homeboys, and he had already been calling us pieces of crap and catch outs. And I mean, and the thing about the raza is whenever we're in the prison, we're most time the smallest people, but we got the most heart. We really don't accept losses, and we're known to really run the system, So we get out, And that became really, really, really cool with these officers. Planning up to get this event popped off. I was really cool with this officer. So when he took me out, I let the homies get in. I let all the homies get in. They had already took it out. All the dudes from the opposite gang, they had taken all of them out, and they locked their gate, closed it, locked it, and they started taking us out. And right away, I walk out and I say, "Orale, hey, raza," and they're looking at me through the windows, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you get real good at signing. Real good at signing whenever you're doing that. So I told him, I was like, ITS, it's on, it's on. ITS ON, it's on. It's gonna happen today. This is the right day. So they're taking everybody out. They're taking everybody out. Sure enough, it just so happens that I'm the last one that they take out. They had already trusted us so much. We had already gained the trust of the officers so much that, I did, that they let them all, because they don't have, so we're already to phase 3. Some of us are phase 4. Once you're on phase 3, you're with your 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. 4-4 is when you phase out and go back to the yard. But so they're all together because we're all without cuffs. So this day was the day, and I went out there, and as I was going out, I looked at the officer and I said something to him. I was like making jokes and cracking jokes, and so I turned. Finally, we got to the cage. I turned real hard. I grabbed the keys off the side of his thing because he was going for him to unlock the gate to put me in there. And when he did that, I grabbed the keys. I turned and I opened it. And he was trying to fumble. This time I was really big. I was a pretty stout built man, and I grabbed the keys and I popped the gate. And the gate swung open. It was a fence gate. It swung open. Boom, the door did. And sure enough, I looked at it. I said, "Vamos!" And I dropped. And I put my back up against. Let's say that the door's this way. Imagine you walk into a door. Here's the bottom of the door. It's like this. Well, I got my back against this side of the wall and my feet against this side, and I'm keeping it wide open so they can't close the gate. All my people are running over. I ended up throwing the keys to another one of the vatos. We call him Pato. So I threw him the keys, and he runs to the next gate, and sure enough, boom, unlocks the gate to where that black dude's at. And they're tripping, they're terrified. They're like, they didn't expect, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey!" But we were ready. We were ready, and we had more people directing them this day. So we went out there and popped the gate, and sure enough, ran in there and started boom, 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 boom. Throwing holazos, punching, swinging it out. And these vatos were, because we had their gate open. Now our gate and their gate was open, and the SEALs were panicking. Blue, code 32, code 32, code 32. We got, I think it's Charlie South. Don't say Charlie South. Or, my bad, it's Alpha South. Alpha South. So they turn around and they're running, and then you can hear the radio going off, and I'm thinking, because by this time, like I said, I slid down and put my back up against the thing, and I got up as everyone was doing, and all the people started running back towards the opening, towards where the unit was, trying to run in to secure themselves in their cells. Because I'm telling you, we were maxing out people on the floor, bleeding. Top of dude's eye was hanging off. It was splattered from just getting stomped on, like massively getting stomped on. These were people who didn't have any part of this one dude's mouth caused this whole chain of events. So we got vatos laid out. The CO landed up, the one that we got along with, landed up getting hit. He got hit in the face. He was laying on the ground. So we all took off running back to the unit. Running around the corner, around the cages, back into the unit. And as we do, this one dude is still running. Dude got wheels on him. This boy could run. He was trying to run circles on everybody. So what happened was finally some of us went to the left. You would be surprised how long it takes the pigs, the COs to get from one side to the next. Like, it took them a long time. It seemed like forever to get to where we were at. So finally we chased this dude, some of us to the right, some of us to the left, chased him to where he went upstairs. Some of us went to the right side, some of us went to the left side. We finally caught this dude. We were beating him. We got his head and held him down. And like, these doors are real heavy doors. Real heavy. We got him. We were beating him. He fell to the ground. We put his head between the door and smashed like 3 times. Crushed his skull. He was still alive, but crushed his skull. And then we got him and we hung him over the top tier, and we're gonna drop him in the chief security, chief steers. He comes in and the warden, put him down, don't kill him, put him down, help him, let him go, let him down. We're like, let him down, that's what y'all want, let him down. So we just dropped his body, he fell to the bottom, fell into a group of officers that kind of caught him. The floors were just bloody and slippery from where people were slipping on people's blood from running after, and the whole scene was caused over somebody's mouth, over just a big mouth of this young kid who wanted to test calling people names out of their names in a system where we're in a level 3 medium max, where it's a pretty violent facility. And it was one of the more, it was like considered a go home facility, like, but still, it was, even in this go home facility, it was pretty violent. And this dude from the yard all the way to the face program, he was known for running his mouth and talking about people and calling people out of their names and talking about their gangs and talking about just their families, So all this chain of events happened. So sure enough, we landed up this student. They metaflighted him out. Metaflight is where they get a helicopter. They drop the helicopter and they fly you to the hospital. So they flew this dude to the hospital, and sure enough, they locked us all down. Like I said, it was my first day as 3-1. I automatically, me and everyone else who was involved, which was all the 3s and 4s, went down to phase 1, level 1, which had an orange slip across the top of the door. Phase 1. Level 3 is blue. Level 4 is, I'll say yellow. And so we all got put down again, and once again back from the start, putting us to where the thing is they let so much happen in this facility, they wouldn't automatically ship us to the max. This is before I made it to the max, because I did eventually end up making it to the max. And so we're all talking, yeah, that's what's up, Holmes, and talking to the window, sign language to the window. They came and put them black magnet covers over each one of our windows, because they didn't want to, they're fixing to raid us. They're fixing to raid us. The CERT team come in, paintball guns, and to get us all to medical, to get us checked. But they needed chief security, chief steers, and all them needed the paintball guns, the CERT paintball guns, and all, just for safety and security. So sure enough, they come and get us, and when it gets to me, Chief Steers was there. He's like, you ain't worth the fuck, He's like, you're worthless. And he's like, man, he's like, since you've been in this facility, he said, people are always getting hurt. He said, people die, and this doesn't make no sense. He said, we just can't put it on you. He said, but we're gonna get you a life sentence. We're gonna get you a life sentence. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get you a life sentence. And then I spit in his face. I ended up getting a saw on a peace officer. Picked up another 1.5 years for that. And when I spit in his face, they got me and slammed me face first hard into the ground. I had my hands cupped behind my back, so they're twisting it. It hurt my wrist really bad, and my hands are already damaged. Like my hands are already damaged, so just useless. And slammed me on the ground. I was like, yeah, what's up? I said, bet you won't do that with my cuffs off. Bet you won't do that with my cuffs off. Bet you won't do that with my cuffs off. And that's the thing everyone says. But some of us are really about that life, especially when you're in there and you feel like you got nothing to lose. So they took me, brought me back, and like I said, I talked to homie Lefty, the homie Opal, the homie, all of my homies, there was a good 6-7 of us, and we were sign languaging like that. Like, that's what's up, ese. Like, now they know. They know that when they run into us, they're gonna run into us for sure. To watch their mouths, teach them a lesson. So this vato, like I said, he got metaflighted. Well, his people, the main guy, let's call him Scooter. He was the main head vato, older vato, dark, pretty stout, bald vato. Lands up going to the wreck with us the next day. No, it wasn't the next, it was like days later. He goes to the wreck with us, and I'm in phase 1, level 1, but he's in phase 1, level 1 too, but he's still a couple cages away. So we're sitting there and we're sign languaging. Boom, and then he's asking, what happened, what went down, what was the cause of this, and why did we do that to his people? Because he wasn't out there that day that we did that to his people, And we broke down what happened and why it went down, and how dude was calling us, out of our names, talking about our audio and our family, and just everything that we're standing on. He really disrespected, and we broke it down. So for the most part, Scooter kind of understood, and he was like, all right, but I know, see, the thing is that all right means nothing. It just means all right for the time being until everyone's free. But for that is how this man almost lost his life. He survived, and he got shipped to another yard. So I say this to teach all you guys, man. Say something, sometimes you're going to say something that your mouth can't cash the check that your ass is writing, that your ass can't cash the check that your mouth's writing. Be careful, have respect. Talk to people with some decency. Always be a man. Always be a man. First and foremost, you're a man. Respect people. Talk fair to people. Because if you don't, you might land up getting smashed by a door and getting thrown off of a tier. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed my story. Hit me back. Over and out.